We are all supporters, and we come from Liverpool. Allez, allez,
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of our Liverpool career mode here on Trophy Hunter. And today we are going to go ahead and start at the transfer hub because a lot of you have been asking me to bring Barty in. Between 12 million and 6 million, or 12 million and 16 million. We've got Lallana, who's probably going to go very soon. Not a ton of budget. We will see what we can do to bring Barty in. We'll see if we can bring him in before the window closes. We've got Klein, and we'll see if we can go ahead and do it that way. Lallana's probably on the way out. Klein is negotiating, Lallana's negotiating. We may be able to bring him in, and hopefully we can, and we'll have another player in midfield, and even though one's going out, we'll have a little bit to do there. So we'll see what happens. Got a couple players moving up here. Gomez moving up quite a bit, getting close to that 81 overall mark. But today we're going to play a couple of games. We've got 2 for you, and then we'll probably be close to our 3 game a day thing as well. But let's jump into this. We got Norwich to start. Lallana is gone, so 9 million added. Klein, Palace, they want him for 7.5. He's negotiating with Getafe at 8. So we're gonna delegate this up, and then we are gonna go and delegate Atletico Madrid up as well, and see if we can get them on. We'll see if he just goes to Getafe for 8 as well. And hopefully we can find a way to get Barty into the club. But for now, we got Norwich, and then we're going to do the Super Cup today as well, so might be able to bring in a little bit more money with that as well. But let's jump into it. Full squad for the first game. Let's jump into this. Liverpool, Norwich. Nice tackle by Fabinho. You get that into midfield, he can. Havertz gives it back. Can we get this over to Henderson? It's a lovely ball from Havertz, and Henderson hits it first time. Not too far away from him. Coming forward now. Norwich, bit of space in front of the defense. Gets it out there. It's a lovely ball back post, but it's not going to be able to reach it. Buendia might, though. It does. It's going to be hooked in here. Can we win that? Oh my god, Jesus, it's off the post, and the flicked header there to the open man at the back end as it comes in, and Van Dijk gets to clear it. Jesus, almost conceding a shot goal to Norwich early. Taken away nicely by Van Dijk. He's going to hold on to it. Van Dijk does well right there in midfield. Can he get it to Salah? It's a lovely ball out, and Salah has it. Holds on to it. Skips inside. Salah! It's a great finish. And he was just holding on to it there. The second man came in, missed the tackle. He skipped right by him. And Mo Salah opens his account here in the new Premier League season after winning the last 2 Golden Boots. Or tying for the last one at least, winning the one before. But this is lovely. He just touches it in, and look at that touch. Just to skip by the Norwich man, and then he fires it past the goalkeeper. And we're 1-0 up. Oh, Kai can't quite get there, and we've let him run in behind here. Nice tackle by Joe. Can't quite push him out of the box, though. Joe gets in front of him the second time, but another time we can't quite get it away. Touch it again. It's 3 in a row now we've gotten touches on. And he's onside. It's a great save from Alisson. And how unlucky were we there? It's a good save again. And twice there we got a foot on the ball. Twice it came right back to them. Just couldn't quite clear it. And eventually Alisson has to make a couple saves. As it comes back, and he's going to have to make another one here. Never mind, it goes wide. Look forward. Can Van Dijk win that header? He can. Henderson takes it down. This finds Mane. Firmino tries to hook it back to Mane, and Mane takes it nicely. The defender's out of it a little bit. Get it across. He can, and Firmino has his shot blocked over the bar. It's good football there. Can't quite finish it off, though. Kai, can he find Henderson? He can, and Henderson has a smack. It's blocked. Fabinho gets it to Salah, who's greened it, but it's pushed away. It's coming forward. Here's Wijnaldum. Can he get it on the overlap here? It's Salah. Into space. Salah. Can he grab a second? Salah. Oh, thought that he'd finish that one off. He should have finished that one off. It goes wide. He's just lifted it over the goalkeeper. It just goes past the post. So close to giving us a 2-0 lead, but not quite. There's 15 minutes left. Keita finds Firmino nicely. Can we find... He can. It's a lovely turn. Wijnaldum, and he's finished this game off, surely. It's 2-0. We've had to work for it against an adventurous Norwich side, but with a couple minutes to go, that should be game over. Wijnaldum with the goal. Seems to be scoring more and more nowadays. It's a nice ball in. It's a lovely turn there. He gets a touch from the Norwich player. Bit unlucky for him, but Wijnaldum makes no mistake. And he fires it past Ralph Farman. And with 2 minutes to go, looks like we're going to hold out for the win. Norwich aren't awful. And we're still getting used to the game, of course. But they're going to come at you. And you're going to have to beat them when they're playing their brand of football. They're not going to sit back and wait. And they had a really good first half, but the second half really barely been a part of it. So the ball comes over the top to Buendia, who has a smack, and he pushes it wide. And we are going to come away with this. A clean sheet. 2 goals, 2 wins so far on the year after we beat City in the Community Shield. Start off the Premier League well. It's really all we can ask for. And we've got one more game this episode, and it's going to be the Super Cup against Chelsea. So hopefully we can go ahead and keep up our small winning streak to start the season. But we'll have to see what happens. So we got a postmaster interview here. These are, of course, new. And we'll see what we can do here. There's still lots to do because we didn't play super well. Why didn't Marvegas make his view? He needs time to adjust. His morale is unhappy. Danny Rose is unhappy as well. He needs time to adjust also. So we're going to have to give them time soon. We can probably do it in the Super Cup, considering it's sort of a friendly. So it's not too big of a deal. But these, as you can see already, we're going to have to start playing some of these players if we want to really keep them all happy. And already they're kind of starting to get on the iffy side, as Chirivella couldn't go anywhere. Klein has accepted 8.5 million from Palace. So he's probably going to go soon, I would assume. He hasn't left yet. But once he goes, we can probably bring in Barty and add another midfielder to our collection of midfielders. We have a bunch of midfielders. So we're going to have a lot to do to keep them all happy. But, you know, we'll work it around. We got plenty of games to come. So Brighton have offered for Milner. No, thank you. Reject. Milner goes nowhere. And we'll see if Klein can go out. If Klein doesn't go out, we'll get the game rolling. And then we'll see afterward. We still have the rest of January to try and bring Barty in, so it's okay. Not too worried about it. His interest has been shown in Barty. Now I'm kind of worried about it. Ooh, God. Not good. Not good. Danny Rose will... he's going to make his debut. Will Vargas make his debut? He'll also make his debut. We'll do all we can to win, because we obviously want to win the game. So, there has been interest shown in Barty, which is not good, is it? Klein has been such a pain. If Klein can just go... Oh, we're at 27 million there. Whoa, where did that money come from? We were at 1 million, I remember earlier. Whatever. Well, we can get him now. Let's bring him in. Let's bring him in. Transfers. Transfer hub. We can bring in Barty. Right now. Approach to buy. Between 12 and 16. We'll get him in. We just got to negotiate terms, which are always tricky with some of these players. 12 million. They want 17.9. Counter that. We'll go down to 14 because that's where Athletic would put in. They really want 17.9. Fine. It's okay. We have the money, so I'm not too worried. Unless he wants 120,000 a week, then we're also good on that aspect also. So it's not really too big of a deal. Out to dinner. How nice. Can we get rotation? He's comfortable with rotation. 2-year contract. It's a bit weird. We'll try 3. He's 24. At a big club. Doesn't happen very often. Disregard release clause. And salary. We'll just go up to 40. Offer him $1 million there. Should be comfortable with that. 39. Well, they want to... Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Just an extra $1 million added on there. And we do have Barty. Enes Barty has joined the club. Hopefully he will make a bit of an impact. We are stacked in midfield now. But you guys wanted to bring him in, so here he is. I'm going to come off the bench. He can actually start today. Why not? So we don't have to deal with the debut questions that are coming. We'll just make him have his debut today. Or we can come off the bench, either or. Team management, we're going to make some changes around here. Just to make sure everybody's still happy. I haven't played Ox yet. And Rose can play as well. Vargas can play. Shaqiri can come onto the reserves. Brewster can come onto the bench, perhaps. Milner can play a game as well. That's probably good, right? Oh, Matip can also play a game. So we'll go about it this way. Fabinho, Milner, Wijnaldum in midfield, then Vargas, Firmino, and Salah up front, then Danny Rose, Van Dijk, Matip, and Trent sitting in front of Alisson. So this is a pretty decent team. We're going to jump into the Super Cup. Hopefully we can grab a win like Liverpool did in real life on penalties, but we'd like to do it in regular time. So let's jump into it. Liverpool, Chelsea. Nicely done. One more is for Firmino. Can he find Fabinho? He can. And Fabinho! What a finish that is. Low and away from Kepa. In off the post. And 10 minutes gone. We've taken the early lead here. Lovely, lovely stuff. And off to a really, really good start. Some finish from Fabinho. It really is. And a lovely find from Firmino. Sitting right here. It's a nice little dink ball in. And look at that first time effort. That is some finish. And off the post. Early 1-0 lead. So dealt with here. It's forward. Is Salah. Salah rushing into the box. Cuts back nicely. Salah. Oh, what a save from Kepa there. It's a really good save. Just couldn't quite lift it over him, could Salah. Nicely done. Sloughed his cheek. Pushing forward here. Van Dijk. Oh, it's a lovely ball in. I've dragged Van Dijk. Is Jorginho here, who has a pop, and it's a great save. A bit too straight from Jorginho. Great opportunity, though. All from our own doing. And we're having a tough time really getting through this Chelsea midfield of Jorginho and Conte. Breaking up everything. Difficult to deal with right now. Nice ball. Pulisic is going to collect it. Run at Trent. All sorts of problems Pulisic is causing us as he cuts inside. And wow, what a save. That is from Alisson. That's a really stretch out there. It's a really good save as Mandzukic goes off and Giroud comes on. And this is kind of where we want Conte because we'd like to kind of run at the back line. But that ball came in nicely and it's in the back of the net. Oh my God. It's a lovely ball. It's headed straight down and then just bounces straight back up over Alisson. Pulisic with the goal. He's deserved it. The way he's played today. He's been the only good Chelsea player really going forward. And Willian thought we had that. And the header goes straight down and right over Alisson. They say head it down, but sometimes that's too far down. But not this time. And with 10 or so minutes to go, we may have extra time here. Here's Willian running with it. It cuts back. Nicely, has a pop, and wow, what a save. A really good hit from Willian. That's a really good save as well. Bakayoko comes on for Jorginho, another player I didn't want to see. And there's a minute left. Can we just hold this out? Nicely done. And it looks like extra time is here. Extra time. Do we have a substitute to make in this extra time? Not great from us that second half, really. But do we possibly have a sub to make? Gonna bring on Origi if I can. It looks like I can bring on Origi. And of course, if you haven't noticed, I did forget Bardi at home. I said I'd bring him and just start him and just deal with it that way, but it never happened. We have to make sure we have to get him integrated soon enough. Oh, we skipped by Conte. Blocked away though, and Conte's a bit out of position. Can we take advantage of it? He's gonna hold on to it here, Keita. Skip forward. There's Origi on it. Back across. Keita. And can he find Chamberlain? He can. Chamberlain in a good spot. Has a hit. It's blocked away and almost fell to Origi. I thought it might for a moment. Not quite. Nicely dealt with there. There's a minute to go. Is this the last opportunity? And he finds Chamberlain. And Chamberlain, can he find the winner? And he can, surely. And with 5 seconds left, Chamberlain has found Liverpool's second goal. And how important will the goal of... Jeez, I can't even speak. How important will that goal be? We just have to hold off for a minute now. It's a lovely, lovely ball. A great run. And number 15, he's just let Chamberlain run into that gap. And 120 minutes gone, and we've scored the goal. Chelsea need to score right here. 2 minutes added on. And can the computer loft it forward? It doesn't look like they're going to. And it looks like we are going to escape Istanbul with a win. It's 2-1, a late winner. And we are Super Cup champions. Extra time like in real life, though. This one doesn't head to penalties. And it looks like we are going to grab another trophy. Henderson not on the pitch today. Virgil will once again lift the second trophy. Though they don't really matter too much. They are pretty much friendlies. But we'll definitely take it. We'll definitely take the win, the morale booster, the trophy. We'll take everything as Van Dijk is set to lift and does. A victory here over Chelsea. A 2-1 win really, really late. We'll take it. And next time we have to involve Bardi in the squad. But Danny Rose played all right. Vargas, give him a little bit more time. And, I mean, our forward line didn't do too well in the game straight through it, so it's okay. It's clear to see why I bought him in. Danny Rose, he played well out there. What's disappointing. He's capable a bit more. It's not easy to fit into a new team. Be fair to him. Salah's continuing his hot run of form. He deserves all the praise because, you know, of how important he is to the club. So that will probably do it for us here today. So we get a little bit of prize money, but we're not going to do too much with it going forward at the moment. Klein has finally been sold. Keller gets a offer in and he can go. And of course 4.5 million as well added on. But that's not really too important, guys. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Of course, stay tuned for more. Next time will probably be... We may do 2, we may do 3. Maybe for this first week while I'm doing 2 videos a day, we'll do 2 games, and then once the real game's released and we're up and running, we'll be back to 1 video a day, but with 3 games an episode. But guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. And peace.